Hey, what's up? This is Ari Rosenbaum, just doing my video, just basically recapping my whole HTC experience. It was an absolute whirlwind of a ride. Just to start off, I'm currently a college student. I just finished my first year at Indiana University, but I'm now transferring over to UMass. More on that later. So at the beginning of school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was in the business school, majoring in finance, but I wasn't really sure if college is right for me. All I knew though is I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and every day for the first probably 4 months of school, I would just be writing down 5 company ideas a day, just getting all my ideas out there, and just hoping something would happen. And early on, I kind of realized this mindset that Dan always talks about. It's the millionaire mindset. All I was thinking about was my goal. And I'm being completely serious, and I think Dan will appreciate this because everybody I would ever talk to about this was like, all right, you're crazy. My goal was to make $1 billion, yes, $1 billion in the next 4 years. So basically by the time I would finish college, if I ever did. Now, you could say that is completely outlandish. I would say, yeah, if you think that dream is too big, then you think too small, because that thinking completely changed my mindset. Everything I was thinking after that was, will that make me closer to that $1 billion goal? It sounds crazy, but it actually worked. So now I started investing in stuff. I started reading different things. I started looking at everything differently, looking at all the trends that are happening, new technologies that are coming out, new programs that I could join. And that's what led me to actually sign up for Jason Capital's. He had like these high status programs. I started listening to them, and that's how I found out about HTC, through a webinar with Jason Capital. Immediately as I was watching the webinar, I was like, this is perfect, this is amazing. I know it's going to cost a lot of money, but I really don't care. I was a bit nervous at first because my dad called me before the first class even started. He was screaming at me. He was like, I can't believe you just got scammed. You just spent $2,500 on this scam. You're not allowed to spend money anymore. And I was just like, wow, I just invested in myself, probably the most important, most valuable investment I've ever done in my life and ever will. And my dad can't even see that, because that's the life he's living. That's the life my parents are living. They don't understand. Yeah, so I had very high expectations, and they've all been completely valid, as this has been the most valuable experience I've ever had in my life. Wow, where can I even start? Each class has just gotten better and better and better, just instilling that mindset into me. I can confidently say that I am a high-ticket closer. I am high status. I feel like $1 million right now. I truly do. I can tell you that with absolute conviction, absolute confidence, absolute certainty. And now that I feel like I am worth millions of dollars, I'm going to go out and make it. It's clear, simple as that. The thing that surprised me most about HTC was the fact that it's not just scripts. It's not even, if you really think about it, it's not even teaching us how to close sales. It's literally teaching me, anybody else in the program, how to just be a nice person, how to just be a good person. I mean, you can boil it down to scripts and stuff, but in reality, if you're talking to a person, because you're closing anywhere, as you know, you're closing anywhere, so you're talking to a person, you're not going to be looking at a script. It's all about talking to other people, listening to them, finding out their problems, and seeing if there's anything you can do to help them. I mean, what a mind-blowing idea that if you can just become a great person, if you can become a nice person who listens to other people and cares about them and solves their problem, you are a person of value. I mean, what an amazing concept. Like, it's so obvious, but if you were to tell that to other people, people would think you're crazy, because that's how fucked up our society is, that 99% of people can't see that. It's just absolutely amazing to me. I was honestly worried. I was thinking, well, if there's already 1,000 people in the group, well, how much really demand is there? And then last class, I was kind of mind blown. Dan said, if there was 50,000, if there was 60,000, if there was 100,000, there would still be demand. I mean, it all makes sense to me now. It's literally just demand for good people in this world, and there aren't enough good, genuinely good people in this world. And I'm just so glad that after this program, I have become one. I've learned to stop being selfish, learn to be grateful for the things that I have in my life. And yeah, so my goal, where I'm coming from, is when I was growing up, I really didn't know exactly what I wanted to be, but in all honesty, the only thing I really wanted was to never work a day in my life. And that might sound, I don't know, lazy or selfish, but there's really nothing. I didn't want to become like a banker. I didn't want to become a teacher. I didn't want to work a 9-to-5 job slaving to somebody else. I mean, you can obviously understand that. The only thing I just wanted to be free, and I just wanted to be happy. I want to be doing stuff that makes me happy, and that is really all that matters to me. Now, yeah, I understand that through this program, it's not going to happen overnight, but I know that if I keep putting in the work, the sky's the limit for me. Even though I'm only 19, I'm not going to get started right away. I'm looking for the right opportunity. Next week, I'm going to start just visiting some live events, getting practice, and just seeing if some of these programs and influencers are right for me. I mean, that's also one of the biggest takeaways. I only need to find one influencer to start making a lot of money, and I want to make sure that that influencer is the right person for me. I mean, I've already identified several candidates, but it's really up to me to vet them to see if they're right for me, not if I'm right for them. I know with complete confidence and conviction that I am right for them. I need to see if they're right for me. I really just want to thank Dan, Sifu, the entire HTC family for everything. It's the most valuable program I've ever participated in my life. One of my biggest breakthroughs actually came when Kayvon said, he always says this, that you need to put on the cape. And I was kind of skeptical. I was like, what does that really mean? And I realized that Dan is the king of high-ticket sales. Kayvon is the one-call closer. So I needed my identity. I needed my closing identity. So through my business that I started, Sports Wolves, it's basically social media incubator for sports media, other types of media, and my persona is King Wolfie. So I knew that something had to do with the king, so I came up with, I am the king of closing. I am the king of closing. That is it. I know deep in my heart that if I tell myself I'm the king of closing, I will act like that. When I'm talking on the phone, I will speak with that confidence, conviction, because I know that I'm the king. It's just this mindset. Everything has just happened. I've really just learned how to just summon my higher self. The higher self versus lower self stuff, it's so obvious. If you were to tell somebody that, they'd be like, okay, but if you really think about it, really gain control of your thoughts, it is the most freeing and valuable thing ever. And there's really no doubt in my mind that this $2,500 investment that I just made was the best investment that I will ever make in my life. I will make millions off of this small investment. And anybody who I've told about this saying, yeah, I did this program, it was amazing, they'd be like, yeah, so are you worried about losing your money? Even, in all honesty, even if I didn't make a single penny after today, this program still would have been worth the $2,500. But I know it's going to be worth way more than that when I start closing deals. When I just start interacting with people. I've already been using my closing skills just to make new friends, just to like talk to new people. That's all it is. It's just becoming a better person. It's really just simple as that. I'm going to start telling my friends about HTC, but in reality, I mean, my friends are the same age as me. They're 19. They're not clearly as committed, clearly as motivated as me because they just don't think as big as me. They don't have that billion-dollar mindset. And the funny thing is, they all call me crazy. I don't really care. I'm gonna make money, and I'm gonna live a free, happy life, doing things I want and not slaving to a 9-to-5 job. It's simple as that. And I know that when I do that, I will be happy. That's it. I really don't need all this wealth and just possessions. They'd be nice, but I'm really just doing this for the freedom, just to know that I will never have to work a 9 to 5 job. I'll never have to do that. I mean, buying a Bentley, buying a nice house would be great. That would make me even more free, but it's all about just hanging out with my friends, just building great relationships, being there for my friends and family. I mean, I would rather be hanging out with my friends and family and making a passive income, making less money, than slaving at a 9 to 5 job. I saw this thing that if you work in an investment bank, you can make $100K a year, but you're also working 100 hours a week. Whereas if you're like an elementary school teacher and you're making $40,000 a year, but you have 4 months off of the year, I mean, I would rather do that. Not to say I will be, but my goal now, one of the things through my Sports Wolves, I'm gonna try to just be teaching people self-image, stuff like that. I watched Dan Lok's self-image TED Talk video. It was one of the most powerful things I've ever seen in my life, and it just fathoms me, it just startles me how this stuff isn't even taught. Stuff isn't even taught in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and it's the most important stuff you'll ever learn in your life. I mean, the whole school system is so fucked up at the highest level, and I feel like it's my duty to change that. And thank you, Dan. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so grateful for all this stuff. The 6 steps to 6 figures, so important. That's literally what I'm using to start my business. And yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Dan. Thank you, HTC, everybody. I look forward to seeing what you guys do in the future with this, and I hope you look forward to seeing what I'm doing. I hope to make a huge impact and just be free for the rest of my life. Thank you. It's because of you. I thought I would have been successful anyways. I knew I would have been because of this mindset I already had. But as Dan has always said, he basically turns it from decades to days. I knew it would have taken me time. Dan just shaved 5, 10, 20, whatever, however many years off of it. I think I could be successful in the next year or two. Not even I think, I know. I know, and I'm saying that with a conviction. It's all it is. I'm certain. I'm certain about everything I say now. I don't second guess myself because I know who I am. I know that I have a millionaire mindset. I know that I have a confident, certain mindset. That's the most important, amazing thing I can get out of this program. I don't doubt myself anymore. I don't listen to my stupid lower self because I am my higher self most of the time now. Thank you guys. Sorry for rambling on. I'm very passionate about this course. Have a great day. Thank you. I look forward to Class 7.